To the United States now, where Donald Trump is a step closer to the Republican nomination and a possible return to the White House. Well, the former president won the North Dakota caucuses with 84% of the vote in a warm-up for one of the biggest days of America's election calendar today. Mr. Trump's overwhelming victory gives him all the momentum going into Super Tuesday, as it's known. His main rival, Nikki Haley, lags behind, but became the first woman to win a Republican primary after topping the poll in the District of Columbia, her sole small victory so far. 15 states are taking part today in the 16 states. In fact, the single biggest primary contest for the Republican nomination, including the state of Virginia. And from there, our US correspondent, James Matthews, has this report.
On America's election road trip, Super Tuesday typically thins the traffic. Republicans choosing their presidential candidate have all but selected Destination Donald, as Nikki Haley hangs on.
Continue campaigning at least through Super Tuesday, saying voters deserve a choice that isn't Trump or President Biden.
The thought for the day is whether Haley can stay in the race much longer. The thinking is probably not. Biden versus Trump is the race on the horizon, one that will turn on who wins here, in North Carolina, and half a dozen swing states like it. Immigration, the economy, and foreign wars are themes to run through the campaign. And age. Ahead of Super Tuesday, a poll for the New York Times showed most Biden supporters now think him too old. Biden opponents see the weakness.
I don't think age really matters to me as long as you're healthy and know what you're doing, and he's not either one of those. I think if he was healthy and knew what was going on the day-to-day basis, it would be fine. Age is not just a number.
Macy, come.
I think he's terrible. I think that if he does not have note cards in front of him, obviously he cannot speak, he can't think on his own, he's old as dirt, and I think he's ruining this country.
Abortion is an election issue like never before. Republican-driven limits on access have handed Democrats votes they didn't have.
Cookies and cream, chocolate, and cinnamon toast crunch.
Thank you so much.
In North Carolina, we went to the Wilmington Women's Market.
Thank you so much.
With restrictions now casting doubt over IVF treatment, it's an issue threaded through politics here.
For me, that's definitely a deciding factor, and it's something that I've kind of been paying close attention to, especially when it comes to IVF. I definitely am kind of looking around different states, seeing what they're doing. I think things kind of start in pockets and then tend to spread.
Reproductive rights should be personal in the home and made a decision between the individuals involved and the doctor involved, not a bunch of male politicians sitting in their respective houses.
It makes a difference to me if there's someone going into the office that says we all should be able to have abortions. They're completely open to it. Yeah, they would not get my vote.
Why is that?
Because, again, they're narrow-minded on the issue, and they want everything to be okay. Not everything is okay. We have to have some guidelines. We have to have rules.
We crossed the state line into Virginia to musical jam night in the town of Ferrum. A different vibe with different voices.
I'm a Christian, and so I look for whatever candidate aligns with that belief. I don't necessarily go Democrat or Republican. I think that it's all very blown up in the media, and I don't particularly care to watch dramatics.
I am a part of the LGBTQ plus community, and I just want to feel safe.
It seems like this country is going more to extremes on either side, to the left and to the right. We can't seem to find a middle ground anymore.
I have no idea who I'm going to vote for. Someone that'll keep me safe.
And do you think either man can?
No.
Why?
I think Donald Trump disrespects women, and Joe Biden is not in control of the country.
Donald Trump can win his party's nomination as early as next week. The polls tell us he probably will. They also tell us that Trump versus Biden is the contest this country doesn't want to see. Neither man is popular with the public at large. It is the shape of an election campaign to come. Political trench warfare this country doesn't need, with personnel it doesn't want. James Matthews, Sky News, in Ferrum, Virginia.